weather, at least where I am. We got some spring feeling. So, what better time to stay inside and play make believe detective, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So, yeah, off we go. Let's just see if we can get Steam to play nicely. There it is. There, I like it when Steam plays nicely. Let's see if this game can launch without locking up. Maybe we can finally find out if the Steam overlay was the culprit. Spoiler alert, it's still gonna do it. Yep. No, I'll wait. It's cool. I can wait. Oh, I should have been using that frozen time to get my mobile dashboard up. There we go. There it is. Now I can see what all you lovely people send me. Any day now, game. Any day. I honestly don't know if this game is poorly optimized. I don't think it is. I think my laptop has some beef with it, to be honest. Police work is tough. I'm glad this game understands. We have been taking a lot of breaks to talk to strangers, though. I don't know if that supernatural bookstore curse was really important to this murder investigation. I mean, you never know, I guess, but I'm gonna just throw out the, Ooh, it's a bit loud in my ear hole. Oh yeah, okay, so when we last left off, we had agreed to investigate a possible drug smuggling ring in exchange for this nice lady Joyce giving us some information. And, with that being said, let's not do that and instead go into this building, which I think is the other side of the apartment where we spoke to. Oh yeah, it is the tenements. It is locked, however. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished into. I think it is. Let's knock. The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
This is the police. Open the door.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
I need to talk to a young man in this building.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building.
I think you're the strangest one here, lady.
Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Um, Backyard door with the smoker? You already were there. Didn't work. Hey, are you there? I checked the backyard but couldn't get in that way.
Look, we've had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway.
Okay,
We
listen.
have no business here.
I might be a bum and a drunk and a thief, but I'm also a cop. Oh, shit. You can't think of anything convincing. Time for some police brutality. No. I kind of want to pick, open up or I'm going to breach this motherfucker. Um, I don't really want to say any of these. Ma'am, if you don't open this door, I'm going to introduce you to a lateral vascular neck restraint, and it's going to hurt. I mean, I think I'm going to light this place up. Might be the funniest one, actually. Let's do that.
No, you're not.
Oh, come on, man. Alright.
You don't scare me, punk.
Shit.
I may be an old woman, but I can still take the likes of you.
Kim,
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
at least one of us is. Oh my god, bro. This lady is the toughest. This cleaning lady is literally harder to debate with than the literal fascist we spoke to. Let's just point out what that's saying about society. Bam. You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability, but in fact has no meaning whatsoever. Ma'am, your non-compliance is hindering a police matter. I may be forced to refer you for potential prosecution.
I know my rights, and don't you ma'am me, boy.
Miss, would it help if we offer to show you our badges?
Well, yeah, you show her yours, please.
Hold your horses.
You hear the click of a night latch before the lady on the other side gets caught in a coughing spasm.
I don't care about your stinking badge. Just come in.
After all that, this woman is the next level. Alright, this better be worth it. I never thought that I would have to spend the first 5 minutes of a stream arguing with the cleaning lady through a door. But those are just the once-in-a-lifetime experiences you can only get in Revachol, I guess. Sorry. Alright. I don't know, it's weird. I don't really feel like I want to talk to this lady again. But I guess we're probably gonna have to, so.
Give me a moment.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, an elderly woman, you know who it is. Her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing. Yeah, it's because she's been spitting hot air at us for like 10 minutes.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Yeah, I mean, that does sound miserable. No, we're not gonna offer the badge we don't have. This won't take long. I only have a few questions.
Go ahead then. What do you want to know, policeman?
Well, I guess we should get her name. Of course, you're no one, okay. Alright, no one, do you live here? If you can call it living. She spits on the floor before wiping it off with a broom. Gross. I have a little room upstairs, right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet, but I don't complain, no. She juts out her chin, eyes shining. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company, and that's all I need from this world. And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery. Okay, I know Martin Martinez is not his real name. I have a few questions about these apartments. Ask away, policeman. Cindy? Cindy. Oh, that girl outside. What can you tell me about Cindy? The artist, she scoffs. Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business, more than I can say for others. How does she leave you to your business if she literally creates more work for you to do? Alright, that's all. She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief. Alright, I'm off. I'm not even gonna justify that douchebag's fake name with, like, questioning. You know what I mean? Apartment 8, their mailbox is overflowing. What's over here? Let's steal some shit. I mean, we are a thief after all. What's this about? I'm the police, so I'm just gonna take... Yeah, this'll make... I can sell this for $1 at the pawn shop. Good police work. What's this door? I like that I'm still carrying around my lady bag with like my cans I'm collecting so I can afford to live for another day as I'm trying to assert my authority. That really just sums it all up. You hear someone walking around inside rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. Well, I mean, if someone knocked on my door, I'd be tense. is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. This is the police. Open up. Do I have to open the door? You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge. Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant. One of these. Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that department. A department? I'm sorry, apartment. Okay. I guess we just won't interview the people who could have heard or seen something. Alright, what's this one? A 5-pointed star? Suspicious. In we go. The door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11. No reply. No reply. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. But the question is, do we really need to break into this apartment? Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise. Well, no, hold on. I don't know that we're, like, at the level where we need to be breaking into anyone's apartment yet. That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words. Look out, Kim. There are communists around here. No. Well, is this a tangent we want to get off on? Yes. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retain the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. Why is the star upside down? To symbolize the toppling of the old order, of course. Also, some social democrats are already using it. What's the deal with the antlers? The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time, above it. Alright. I don't really care, but, I mean, why is it white? White's the color of peace. Is it? Alright, what does it evoke in me? Nothing at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless shapes on a wall. Okay. I mean, I guess that's whatever. We'll just move on. What's that? Box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Any money? Oh, sick. Some of those glasses that flip open. Someone's gonna miss these. Oh boy. +1 logic, but -1 authority because, and I quote, filthy boho, probably a narcomaniac. Okay. I really want to put them on, but I also don't. I'll just hold on to them for now. What's this? Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. Okay, well that's great. An old shoe rack. Okay. What's this? Apartment number 12. Apparently that's not important. Ooh, what do we have here? Should we equip the flashlight? I should just keep that equipped. I don't know why I still had the crowbar. Also, when you have the flashlight out, your mouse cursor kind of controls where the beam goes, which is a pretty nice touch, actually. I like it. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Well, that's disgusting. Was there any reason to come in here? Oh, there is something over here. 42 cents. Hell yeah, this is definitely helping the investigation, I'd say. I'm guessing that one of these is the door that leads outside. I think that might be the steps, so what's this? Short on money? Collect bottles? Oh, hobo simulator? Well, not even. It's just like, It's like average millennial living simulator 2020. Breaker box full of cigarette butts. Okay. Alright, alright. What's in this can? Some scraps. This is police business, thank you. You know, Kim really has some patience, I have to say. What is this about? What is that noise? What? Okay, what's this? Just a door. Apparently we know that there's nothing for us, even though... Okay, whatever. Let's see. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Oh, that sounds lovely. I have a little succulent in my window right now. A door to be remembered. Why? Okay. Wait, what's this? Whoever lives here isn't home. Yep. Okay, voices from within. Apartment 30. Is that as far as we go? Yeah. Alright, this doesn't seem that useful since no one seems to be home. I feel like we're wasting a lot of time, but I guess that's just what police work is like sometimes. Man, it is so nice out today. I hope that wherever everyone is, it is also beautiful. It's like 60 degrees and sunny where I'm at, and it's great. Alright, because I'm almost certain that leads to the backyard, so actually there were a couple doors up this way. Yeah, these two. There was this, which won't open. What's this? Foreclosed by Martin A's Realty Associates. You mean police investigation. Alright, let's see. What we got over here? Someone tore down the wall. Oh yeah. They wanted to spruce it up. Now you can walk right into the bathroom. Oh, we got some health meds, some money. Let's go ahead and support that. An old grocery list. I guess we can probably open this door. Oh, okay, I guess not. What's this about? Oh. A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor. Rub your sides for warmth. This is a strange tangent. A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen. The temperature is falling down to negative 20 degrees Celsius. Is this like gonna help? I mean, I guess the plan. Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down. Okay. Her face is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, grasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression. What is this in real time? Like, is Kim, am I just like having like a Big Lebowski style like acid flashback sequence? Just like stock still right here, and Kim's just like, oh, he's doing that thing again. Alright, look around yourself. It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room. Shiver. That was very helpful overall. Alright, well, I guess that's all there is to see in here. What's this? Wait, press space to stop. Why would you ever stop running? Oh, now we're like up here in the where the chick was painting. What's this? Oh, sweet, a bottle for my collection. What's this? Sweet, a bottle for my collection. Yeah, I'm the law.
Ooh,
don't mind the fact that I just picked
the
up 10
piggies have
cents.
learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves, but Here you are.
Um, um, that's right. We've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
Uh-huh. That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil. Well, that ain't great. Is that heavy fuel oil? He studies the contents of Cindy's bucket. Red-dyed heavy fuel oil intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise. What did you think I was using? Aquarelles? I know what that is. Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself, back in Jamrock. She really did it. She's proud of it, too. That's some clever cultural commentary. Okay, yeah, no, fumes are bad for you, okay? Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage, okay? Alright, well, that was fun and all that. What about this door? Alright. This place, is this where that cleaning lady lives? I think it is. Oh my god, there's like a little cute cat pillow or something like that. Oh my god, I actually feel kind of bad. I mean, whoa. These look pretty sick. I'm gonna take those. Well, enough coal to last for several winters. Okay. Doesn't seem to actually be that much of interest in here. I guess we found those sick pants. I like that they like lower your reaction speed. I'm guessing because they're like super tight and it's just a pain to get around in them. You know, as they are. What's up here? 225, hell yeah. Forgotten hammers and nails rust. Okay, what's this? Lock is rusty, you can't get in. What? You'd think that the lock being rusty would make it easier to get in if I wanted to get in. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't it be just really easy to just break the lock off? I mean, we were just suggesting doing that on the bottom floor. Are the rules different because we were outside? I don't know. Have we seen everything? I mean, there is still this. I'm not gonna lie, curiosity is kind of getting the best of me here. It is a very... Oh, yeah, hold on. If we need to actually have the, yeah. Okay. What are you doing? You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutters, and it's really not working. Oh, whoops. I believe it's the shackle you meant to cut, Detective. The lieutenant points to the corroded loop with a gloved finger. Yeah, you're right, as usual. He's just trying to help. Don't take it, bad. Relax. No, I don't like either of these. This is kind of funnier, though. Perhaps you should give it another go. See, he's like letting me off easy. There we go. The shackle snaps like a twig, and also he didn't seem uncomfortable with the fact that we're just breaking into here, either. After you, Detective. I like him. He's always nice, even though we're like incredibly dumb 80 to 90% of the time. Wow, you think? Okay. Flamboyant poster of a white star. Yeah, like that communist thing. What a shocker. What we got here? A bullet? Now, why would you have that? Okay, hold on. That is a very nice jacket, but I need to look. Where is it? That's weird. Why is it not in my, Okay, well, I'm glad I took it, but hopefully, I don't know, books of critical theory, photos of revolutionaries, a plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Krasmazov. Why does this tenant have a bust of Krasmazov in their bedroom? The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. He looks around before mumbling to himself. How fitting. I mean, I'm kind of guessing that he's just like a Karl Marx or something, like you know, serial numbers filed off version. He's known as the father of scientific communism, also known as Mazovianism. His theories about economic history greatly influenced, some would even say sparked, the anti-centennial revolution. Interesting. What's this? Oh, thought complete. Check. Oh, yeah. This was about trying to remember where we came from originally. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house, no larger than a matchbox, 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone, and so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where is the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now. Alright, learning cap for perception raised to 5. That's nice. Speed gives 1. Psyche? Well, yeah, we're not doing drugs. Don't do drugs. Cool. Well, that was insightful, I guess. I mean, we still don't really have the whole picture of where we were, but we're getting there. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. Yeah, that is true. That is entirely true. Yeah, I guess we could ask around for the guy's apartment number. I guess... Have you been drinking?
Give me a moment.
Oh my god. Alright. Martinez. Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Yeah, of course. No, I mean, yeah, we know it was a fake name, but... Someone played a trick on you. Martin, yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. Oops. No, I got it, but we're just kind of dumb. I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name. How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build? Smoker on the balcony? Know where he lives? Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right? She looks at the other end of the hallway. Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show, and someone taking a shower. What's he in trouble for? No trouble, I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives? Talk. The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath. He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening. Okay. Thank you. Alright, yeah. So is that why it said when we were upstairs that it was worth remembering the apartment number? What, do we, like, have premonitions or something? Is it a deadly type of premonition, perhaps? Alright, I think it was the first one. And it is the evening. The door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. Wow, good thing we have such great reaction speed. It only took us an hour to figure this out. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker lives. Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door. Yeah, I know. No one answers. Looks like the young man we're looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is the evening. It is the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 2100? Sound good? Yeah, it's kind of a long time to wait, but sure. Alright. Damn, turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry, you'll get him. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today. Probably. I don't know, I sort of feel like we could have been a little more persistent, but... I mean, he doesn't want to talk to us, so I guess the least we can do is be a little reasonable. Come on. Okay. So now we'll go out here, because I bet you this leads us right outside. I wonder if we can retry the, getting our jacket thing. I don't think we can yet. Hold on. Oh, yeah, no, we can't yet. Okay, it would be white if we could, I think. Yeah. Okay. Alright, that's fine. But yeah, this does bring us right out here. Can we get in here yet? No. Alright. We'll go this way. Oh no, over here. Well, I guess before it gets too much later, we should at least make like a token attempt to investigate this drug thing that's going on over here, supposedly, with all these lorry drivers. Alright. Do we talk to this guy? No, but he definitely... I don't know, let's talk to him.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
I am the law. No, 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 no.
From another planet. Hey there.
What is this, like... I don't even have anything clever to say. You're like... I don't know. What's going on
What's
here?
the jam, my man?
He motions toward the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture. Yeah, what's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating. An all-around clusterfuck.
Yeah, we did kind of hear about this earlier.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo. For days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Limbo, huh? So that's where I am now. So how long have you been here?
Feels near forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Okay, I guess I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Wow, a whole week, you say. Kinda takes the air out of your majestic tale, but... Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
You seem like a man who knows about drugs. No, 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 no. What are you hauling? Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Yeah, haha. Time to arrest him. Yeah, haha. Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the underworld. Ha, no, I'm joking, my man, he grins. Fallon runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, track suits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd and the Occident, though we've been making headway into the Ilmaron market lately. That your machine behind you? This rockin' beauty? He points at the lorry with his thumb. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Not really, but they are kinda cool, I guess. Neat, for carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Umrao and whatever, in the other place somehow. There it is again. Little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry. Interesting. So, nothing illegal then. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road. Could I get a tracksuit? We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. Yeah, fair enough. Let's see. Tell me more about this strike. It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Work has got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out. What's the union demanding? Well, we kinda know, but some pretty wild stuff I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on 'em, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too, like a strike negotiator type. They know what's up, precise demands and so on. Yeah, we're working on it. What do you think the company wants? They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching. Alright. Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do. Us lorry drivers. Camioners. A few still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not you. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing, other words. He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes. What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient the better. When one's ended, you can get on to the next one. I don't think we agree with you. Do you know anything about the dead man? I'm guessing no. He ain't one of us drivers, I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy. Busy with what? Yeah, that is a good question. I mean, you're just sitting here. Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs. And your conclusion? A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Okay. You seem like a man who knows about drugs. Ah, man, me and narcotics go way back. He folds his hand behind his head and leans back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Yeah, we should probably just be straight with this guy. Like, he's not going to be interested in this, and this is just accusatory for no reason. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B. We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock. Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Why are you still hanging around? Well, I mean, you can't really leave. Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo. And it gives me time to work on my rhymes. Ooh, this dude's gonna drop a fire mixtape. Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade? He's probably not gonna have an answer. Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions. Okay, that's a bad idea, but I kinda want to try it. First, let's try what do we see in his eyes. In his eyes, a half-familiar longing, flecks of brown and gold. Familiar how? It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land. Where does it lead? Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Faubourg. High above buildings new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines. Further, to the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland upstream to the river Esperance, past Monte Martin, the border approaches. What's beyond the border? You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes. What's in the southwest? Excuse me? He emerges from the reverie. Hell, I get longing. No. Really, you can tell me. Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no help in an absence, you know? I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Deora. And here I am, stuck in this shit so far from home. Deora? Deora, the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of La Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide off mainland. We got a little place there. I can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows. What's it like to miss someone? What's it like? Good and bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, cop man? You missing someone? Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow and the past. I miss someone, but I don't know who it is. I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But thanks for this. It was nice to talk to someone. And I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles. Thanks. Alright, now we're gonna hit him with our best verse. You ready? Oh boy. What else did I expect? Your best verse? You don't even have a bad verse in here. Just tumbleweed and liquor stains. Wait, no, what are you doing? She broke me. She fucking broke me. That's brutal, man, but, you know, time will... No, stop. He's already mortified. No, Tommy, these are my rhymes. Listen. She fucked me till I bled. That's... in the name of God, what are you doing? I will never be the same again. She's always there. Fuck the case. Fuck everything. Total doom. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Don't matter if they're robust, they're honest, so, thanks, man. Yes, and I also thank you for stopping. We have a drug investigation to return to. How about we do that? Alright. I'm glad I got that out. Good talk. Goodbye. Don't be a stranger. Really, dude? If I had if I had just been a witness to that, I would be more than glad for the other person to remain a stranger. Let's see what else we got. Oh, no, this way. Yeah, okay. What's this? An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. Who is this? A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philippe III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philippe II the Opulent, father of Philippe IV, the Insane. Damn, that sounds like a horror movie sequel. Not a good track record of mental health in that family, yeah, damn. What did this king do? Nah. What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? That is a great question. High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble. How great. Alright, well that was fun and all. Moving on. Ooh, what's in here? Oh, sick, a tank top. No, go back. Think we're not gonna take random used clothes? Give me a break. Ruins full of snow. Alright. Ooh, what's this? 85 cents, baby. Is this a human? Okay. The small wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. The photograph is clutched in her hands and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your... No, she's not our grandma. Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask some questions. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. What about my snaps?
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Okay, alright, I'll do it twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
Whoops. Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis. You jolted her back to reality. The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast. Are you alright, ma'am? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in the traffic jam. In the 50s.
Yep, the year has not changed in the past 30 seconds. You are correct. When else would you be?
Back in Mefke, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and coffees are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro.
Boyaderos, you say?
Until you come along, that is.
I'm so sorry, but this is unrelated. Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, low man. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was gold. While you people were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Mefke, it was a golden age.
Wonderful. Anyway, police question.
Why not, Herife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard. There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. No. Hold on. What are you hauling? Diamonds. Diamonds, really? Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was? Okay, but what are you really hauling? Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. Well, so you don't know what you're hauling? Okay, actually, you are starting to seem slightly suspect. I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Yeah, sure. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean. Alright, yeah, number one suspect. She says that as if something narcotic is the final real reason. You get no. What if the cargo is contraband? Then it's contraband, lawman. Why, do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Knock me away like bad hand Hermione, you know. Show me this. Before I came, no. Yeah, show me your boots. Now, what do you want with an old woman's boots, there? Important police business. I'm starting to think you should let me get back to Gabrielle Banclero. Yeah. Sturdy worker's boots, buckles, sole is made of leather, now the other one. Just before Gabrielle, there was the coronation of Franco Nicodo. Now there was a real man. There's no aberration in the pattern that you can see. She puts her foot down. Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies. Yeah, no, she's not odd soul. I could have told you that just from looking at them. Okay, smartass. The feet of a little girl. They fit well with pedals. Before I came, you seem like a woman who knows about drugs. What do I need drugs for, lawman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary. No drugs can compare. That's not really what I was getting at. Then what were you getting at? This line of questioning is going nowhere. Try harder. What is it that you're hauling exactly? You're mine, lawman. What of it? Okay, let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B? Her shoulder bones crack as she shrugs. Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. How can you not know what you're hauling in your own lorry? Just this month I made half a dozen trips from Samanisa to Grat on the Euphorone. What do you think they take from the Samanisa to Grat? Drugs? No, Norman. Diamonds. Okay. I didn't ask you about diamonds. I don't care about that. Diamonds are good for you, Norman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Charles. If you had to guess, who would you think is smuggling drugs? Easy. No, it's not the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Also, he's the only one. Wow, you are highly suspect, lady. Yeah, shut up. Okay, if you're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting here? Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the features of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains. I think we're done here, no? Yeah, I don't know about that. I definitely don't trust that woman, but I think legitimately she might just be like kind of tapped. What's this? Foreign car. Interesting. Can we interrogate the car? Wait, okay. Oh, this is just the other side of the... Okay. Can we look in this? A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The big, heavy, Grod-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. Let's look in the window. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. What kind? This driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to... Oh, here we go. What about the back seat? The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. Racist nationalist paraphernalia. He grits his teeth. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. lieutenant nods toward the racist lorry driver. You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Ah, maybe that deserves a second speaking to with this man over here. Yeah, hello, sir.
Looking for something?
You're a lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette. Yeah, typical.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarmaritza, Safde, Ilmada. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the...
Oh, boy.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial economic sabotage.
There's your in. No, we're not going to take his side. I'm not a nationalist. Then what are you still hanging around here for?
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
Alright, if it's not you, who's doing it?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Seling, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Yeah, of course you'd say that. That guy's a lorry driver, really?
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer's stuff after he broke the seals on his Human-X lorry. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood.
He nods in a sagely manner. Then another puff of that cigarette.
He's your man, all right, 100%.
Yeah, sure.
I wouldn't be so sure about it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go talk to Sealang. I really did not mean to signal that I was a nationalist. I was signaling that I agreed with his idea of getting the drugs off the street. But yeah, I mean, he would have taken it like that, I'm sure. Alright, let's give this guy another shot here.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Alright. So what's your stance on drugs? Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course, in which case drugs are excellent. Tasty, tasty drugs. We're looking for a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool knock, but
I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
who? Who said that?
It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man. Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too, a little. But it's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. Okay. So you forgot. Oh, so you were embarrassed to tell me. No, I just forgot. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rearview mirror now. Climbing out of that hole with ingenuity. Alright, what do you know about this drug operation? Nothing. I told you, I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd, you know, the drug crowd. He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid. Okay, if you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling his stuff.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay, look.
There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
If you don't want to get into this mess, You have to give us a reason to move on.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Really? Who are these other drivers who talk?
All of them, I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist? Or the other one with the tattoos? All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Is it that old woman back there, dazed out?
I don't know. Maybe? If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved, I told you.
It could be. She was strange. Alright.
Alright,
He snaps back to his usual self.
ice cold. Let's cap this off by a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detective. Both of you. You deserve it.
No, we're not gonna get him to give us money. No. Goodbye. Okay. I sorta don't think that old woman is actually anything. But I guess we have to, maybe we can ask around about this lady driver, or maybe we can find evidence of her being around here. I don't know. Let's see if this guy has anything to say about it. I showed you my mixtape.
Stuck in the
Please
rain in a
respond.
traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, we hit on something. I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. She may be involved with the drug business.
Man, I was hoping it isn't gonna be her. All I can say is she isn't around here anymore.
She isn't some evil drug trafficker, and I don't know where she is. I asked you who's conducting the drug trade. You said you didn't know. Now you're saying you do?
I didn't, man. I told you. I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
He still is hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part, not trickery. Who is this person? What's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me, too. Now I know, and now I see why.
Who is she to you? A friend? Acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? Well, why is she doing things to be arrested for? What does she look like?
A youngish woman, gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet, dyed, he answers reluctantly. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she left.
And she may have dyed it again. When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person, I know that much. We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation. That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience. It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only. I don't believe you.
Believe us, it really is.
I just can't. I'm not naive.
And you said she's troubled. How?
She's got the darkness in her, that young person's darkness, when you think it's all over and you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes, which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not, and it's strange when we talked, and she told me too, that she's had a violent life, but I wasn't afraid of her, more like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now, but we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind. When she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There were plenty of drivers around here who couldn't stand her or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The race man, for one. Push Tommy and it'll break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals. Yeah, I don't... Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation, too. It's important. I can't blow it. You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? 'Cause she's on the edge, man. Fine, let's just back off. Thank you, friend. Wow, this really makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. It'd help with my rhymes, too. Alright, we're not getting anywhere with that. Maybe we can just find her, Lori, right? Because I don't really want to, like, force anyone to give up information, and that other dude definitely isn't going to help. Human ox. That's that other guy's thing. That chick's too zoned out to help us, for sure. Yeah, you know what? I think we're just gonna have to ask him. We're just gonna have to.
Looking for something?
Yeah, I know you've been giving me the runaround. Fess up. Where's the lady driver? I don't know what you're talking about. Then why are you smirking? Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Ravishol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything. So who does? Lady driver? No. Lieutenant turns to the lorryman. He means La Puta Madre. The name resounds like a bell in the air. A dark gong. You get a bad feeling about it. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this. For a moment, the lorryman is silent, and he spits on the pavement. Yeah, him. Cross your arms and nod. Then I presume you're familiar with his peones? Yeah, he says, unsure where this is leading. They're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions. Not just the unions. He has peones everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. He gets closer to him. Dirty fucking peones who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts. You're not peones. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were. No, of course not. We're not peones. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peone's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. He looks at him. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief. His eyes dark between you and the lieutenant. I'm not scared of you, or the mob. I'm under protection of the Lorryman and Carriers Guild. Carter's Guild, sorry. You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him? Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you... He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends. The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Still kind of low, but let's try it. Yeah! Men like this only respect two things. Strength and fear. Time to turn up the volume. Show me your lorry right fucking now. The lady driver's lorry, where is it? Fuck you, I told you, I'm not gonna... There, his voice grows smaller as yours. I've been to your fucking lorry, I know where it is. I'm gonna burn it down, you hear me? Look, fuck you, man. It's not some lorry down there. It's a green banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is. When did she go away? I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't seen her for days. Now it's not a big deal for him anymore. This is how he saves face. Where exactly is her lorry? Past the monument, down there. The green tempo. Now leave me the fuck alone, okay?
Small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too. Good. Yeah. Yeah, that shows. I mean, I don't really feel bad. If we had to pressure someone, I'm glad it was that guy. So, I'm guessing it's because this looked kind of conspicuous to me anyway. Yeah, right here. This green Falm AZ Contemporain is, Contemporain is parked in the shadow of the ruins. Overhead, it's seen better days.
This must be the one he told us about, unless he was lying.
Lieutenant peeks inside. Let's try to peek. The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat and 2 steering levers. It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence. Inside it's private, cozy, warm, dusty too. Try it. Door is locked. Pry bar, good idea. Okay, we need to equip. Hold on. Alright, I'm going to actually equip the pry bar so that we can, like, use it as you do. Ooh, still kind of a low chance, though. Do I have any clothes that can bring up my physical instrument? Oh, yeah. Cool. Alright. Wonder if that'll help. Ooh, it did help a little. Yeah, there we go. With a firm grip, you raise the pry bar, a glint of light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of truth and justice. Release your secrets, lorry cabin. No, we're not saying either of these things. Dude, get these out of your head. Smash it. We're not... I kind of want to apologize to it. Yeah, let's do it. The window shatters and droplets of glass fly everywhere. I'm sorry. Shattering out over the lorry floor and pavement.
Subtle,
says the lieutenant and sticks his hand in the window, like a common car thief, and then opens it. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. Alright, let's just start from the top. Posters? These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. I mean, this probably is not helpful, but... The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. A feeling of tenderness washes over you. A longing even, perhaps. And gentle tragedy.
Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put a figure on her. Who exactly?
Enough of the posters. The actresses and the rare actor all smile. All smile you a warm goodbye. Radio transmitter, yep, okay, radio. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lorry driver. The lieutenant leans closer to the radio and hums.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Is there anything we can do with it?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
Well, I mean, I can see why you would probably need all this, but...
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we're dealing with an impressive organizational tool, the nerve center of a huge operation. With quite the range, too.
Okay, check the pedals. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle. Could that be the smooth sole that we found at the crime scene? The real crime, not this drug thing. Well, I mean, that's a real crime. Sandpaper does add extra grip. Looks like the driver glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip. Sandpaper, a novel technique. The sandpaper would also rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot side. Yes, he likes where this is going. Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself. One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other. Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. The lieutenant's eyes light up behind his prescription lens. And she's also allegedly the one running the drug trade. What a handful. We've identified one of the footprints, but there are still 7 to go. He writes something in his little blue notebook. The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. Alright, last thing, toolbox. The metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty except for a folded newspaper. It's an issue of Peripherique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages. Pick up the note. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the ULAN frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache. The lieutenant leans over your shoulder to examine the note. The ULAN frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but thought trails off. Okay. Interesting. Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce? Of course, my man, my partner.
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the ULAN frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks. Will the RCM open an investigation into this? We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we're done for the day, I'll call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later, when we're done here, we do not want to get caught in that. He stops to think. What are you thinking? The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean, especially if the Madre grouping is involved. And I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. Corruption? All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. Well, how do you think this is connected to the Union? We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation, but I somehow doubt that Evrard Clare would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose. My suggestion is we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery eel, but we just might be able to pin them down indirectly down the road. Alright, I mean, I don't think the movie posters are important, but let's ask. As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant. Yeah, me either. Don't be fooled. Desire out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but again, not really important. Maybe the trader. Yeah, I mean, it's probably just this. Yes, well. Unimportant. Debrief over. After me. Alright. So I guess, to end out our session today, we'll go back. I think Joyce is still... I mean, it's getting a little late, but I think she's probably still available to talk to, I think. I don't really know what kind of schedules people have. I mean, 1903, it's 7 o'clock at night. I mean, she's probably still up. Oh no, that's the wrong way. Hold on. That chick is still standing outside. She's literally been in that same position for like 12 hours. I hope she gets a break. imagine? Actually, I don't have to imagine. I've literally worked 12-hour shifts with no break. Where you just stand and do things. Crotchety women cigarettes. Okay, here she is.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Alright. I spoke with the lorryman at the roundabout. Hey, 70 experience. Level up and all. Can we do that right now? Let's see. Why is our rhetoric at 0? I feel like we at least need 1, right? I feel like we at least need 1 point in it. Okay. Well, we've discovered enough to conclude for now. Yes, and? Will you start an official investigation? The lieutenant is about to interject. Cut him off. No, you know what? I feel like we should let him handle this. If there is an investigation, it would be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I'm sure you understand. Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands. The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries. What was that about a bloodbath? This seems concerning. Yes, I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Revachol West. Since you're sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario. Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be. How are the lynching and the strike connected? I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor. As an insurance measure, they called it my security detail. Do you need a security detail? Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, plain and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering. Uh-oh. Who are they exactly? Crenel, an Orangese military company. Orangese? As far as I know, three arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. That's not good. Ceramic armor, you say? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, they're definitely involved. I hope it's not exactly what I think, but I think it is. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder and have no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment. So what happened? The story is one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Saturday night. So it is exactly what I thought. Okay, that ain't great. What then? Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenel contractors carry out their orders. For now. For now. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they're conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow. What is the nature of this so-called investigation? Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union's militants. Boy, oh boy, is that not good. It is not good, no. My only hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This, in turn, will force the Union to respond. They would have to project strength and power.
The débardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1. Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? She leans back. It's not pretty. These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath. Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing? Many, he looks at you, many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, nameless badgeless detective of the Citizens Militia. It's true. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse the situation. Ooh, this is a lot more serious than we could have even guessed. You said the deceased assaulted a woman? Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it. Who did the passing on? The remaining contractors, their tribunal, is what they believe. And what did the teenagers by the canal say? That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez. The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration. Odd. We haven't had any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when? Last Sunday night at the Whirling in Rags, a hostel by the gates. Supposedly the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him. And who was this woman? That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe. You'll meet her soon enough, you feel. Maybe we've already met her. Perhaps. The colonel, well, she already said she didn't know his real name. Where are the remaining 2 mercs? They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol Citizens Militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes, ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting. Vigilantes? You're a professional officer of the only legitimate authority in Revachol. Okay, we'll steer clear for the moment. That's wise. Our goal is to avert catastrophe. Besides, you're likely to encounter them sooner or later. How much time do we have? Till the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. Depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob. And their impatience. They don't report their progress to you? Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. There's a brief silence. Seagulls squawk over the bay. 5 days, not more, maybe sooner. It's a matter of days, not weeks. That's not good. So how well did you know the guy who got killed? If you mean did I see him alive, yes, but I did not know him. His name was Lely. His service name, a nom de guerre most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name, only one of them did. Bad sign if there ever was one. Well, we don't need all this information because we have his corpse to examine. Tell me about the others. One is a man, Corty they call him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator. The lieutenant cuts in. What would you say was his eye color? The deceased's. She closes her eyes trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head. I can't remember. There's a pang of regret to her voice. It's alright, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age? He was 40 or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age or gauge his facial expressions. What else? Nationality?
accent. He was Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, mixed accent. Orangese, or Messinian, maybe? His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once. Alright, what can you tell me about Crenell? Not much. Their public resume is relatively good as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. Down a deep black well. They boast a long list of clients: St. Baptiste, Welchman Lorenz, Eendracht. Warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries, guarding facilities, escort missions, and such. Meaning they're used to operating in war zones. Yes, all the good conflict corridors. Supramundi, Yusut to the Simonese Islands. Countries that don't really have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil. Okay, anything else? Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP, the Insane Clown Posse database, is that a thing? I'm gonna look that up. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though. Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am? In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I would be dealing with a group like Crenell. Could you contact the company? Tell them to call them off? Yeah, right. I have, and they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us. That's enough for now. I'm sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there's anything else I can help you with, please ask. Alright. Now can you tell me about the tattoos? Of course, excuse my hesitation before. She reaches over the guard wire and takes the photo, holds it in her hand. For about half a minute, in silence. It was taken with a trigot not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no markings on his hands or legs. Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. Pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface. What do you think? Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependency between these points, the stars. She points to one on the photo paper. I can't, but that's how you read the story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. Like stars in the sky. Close. Port cities. This is an RNE's map of the waterways. A sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century, over 300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels. Who could tell me more? His platoon members? The other contractors, though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade. You wouldn't even know where to start. What's the use of this map? The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it. Where is he now? This one has flown quite far by now. I would say he's near the Arcade Islands by now, ready to exit the Insul Indian and enter the Pale, if I've read his home address correctly. She smiles. Well, she already said she can't really read it, but quite a few. Freedfort, the RNE's capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. She points to it on the photo. He started somewhere near here, I think. What next? Then he made his way to the Prito Grande, through what I think must be Stad's Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Prito, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean. First the Simonese Islands, then this. She points to his heart. Revachol. Those are the two constants. Freedfort on the shoulder and Revachol on the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulindi, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age. You said you can't read it. I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning. Well, thanks for your help anyway. Alright, that is a whole lot of information to absorb. A whole lot. And in order to absorb that information, I think that's where we're going to end our session for today. We have identified the victim, assumedly, right? His name was Lely. He was a mercenary sent to help with the strike. Things aren't looking so good with that. We don't really know how this ties into the drug trade, although it seems like it pretty much definitely does. And we made a new ally, a couple new allies. We got to spit some rhymes. Overall, pretty good day. And yeah, so we will come back to the investigation tomorrow. And everyone enjoy the rest of your day.